morning. I've spent my morning so far doing some research for Empire of Liberty to discuss in our groups, like our study groups, and now I'm just waiting for everyone else to come online so we can get started chatting about it and like have that conversation ahead of the seminar tomorrow. Whilst I wait, I'm going to get ready, so I will see you in a second.
So today it was actually National Poetry Day, and the English department had asked each of us to send in a video of us reading from one of our favourite poems. So I did that in the morning. It took me a very long time to decide. This is the poem I ended up recording.
Never a bird but the passionless chant of insects, ceaseless, insistent. The grasshopper's horn, and far off, high in the maples, the wheel of a locust.
It took me so long to choose a poem that I wanted to read, and then I also did one for my Instagram, and so literally I think I spent about an hour reading poetry just now, but no regrets because I love reading poetry. I literally only have 2 anthologies with me though at university, which makes me very tempted to go and maybe like get another one from Waterstones at some point.
The fallow fields glitter like water indeed, and gossamer's twitter, flung from weed onto weed. Hilltops like hot iron glitter bright in the sun, and the rivers we're eyeing burn to gold as they run, burning hot as the ground, liquid gold as the air. Whoever looks round sees eternity there.
I went and got myself my second mug of the tea then. For every tea bag I use, I tend to make 2 mugs of tea, just because I don't want to waste the tea bags.
I'm going to watch the lectures now for Empire of Liberty. First, I'm just quickly updating myself on the news because I haven't read it this morning, and there's an article I really want to read from the Telegraph. Like, I'm really interested to read it, and I might sign up for a 1-month free trial of the newspaper so that I can read it and then like cancel it. So I'm about to get another subscription to a newspaper. Currently, I have a subscription to the New York Times, and my family has a subscription to Times. They're the 2 newspapers that I would read, and then read like BBC News and The Guardian as well online, but I really want to read this article. I think it's good to read a range of different news sources and be really critical of like the bias of them. So I know that the Telegraph is more right-wing. When I read that, I am very, very aware of that, and I think it's good practice to like read different sources and just be really mindful of why certain papers are saying what they are saying.
I've got to say, the article wasn't incredible. I mean, it was interesting, but it wasn't maybe worth me getting the trial subscription. Nonetheless, I read that, and you can see that I was also highlighting. Then I got started on watching the lectures. This week we were learning about Herman Melville and Nathaniel Hawthorne. I love Herman Melville, by the way. He's one of my favourite authors. So the lectures are an hour in total, and I do watch them on double time, but I end up spending maybe 2 hours to 2.5 hours in total watching them. That's just because lots of things come up that I'm interested in whilst I'm watching it, and I like to pause it, go away, do that research, and then come back, which is actually one of the things I'm really enjoying about having online lectures.
To work, but this next task I need to be super focused, so I should do it at my desk.
Here I was doing preparation for the seminar with my study group. So we set up a Google Drive document, and then everyone pasted in their original responses to the questions and their thoughts about them. So here I was adding in mine, and then I went through what everyone else had written so far and added in comments and questions with bits that, for example, I disagreed with or I was interested by, just to get that discussion going, because discussions with your peers are so important, and more this year than ever because seminars are a slightly different situation.
Okay, I'm currently listening to ASMR, like rain noise, which is very nice, and I am going to move on to doing some context research. I've done so much context research already for this seminar, but there are just 2 more things I want to look into related to Bartleby. Let's go.
Here I was doing some more Herman Melville research. I did a lot of research on this, but I was just finding it really interesting, and I had nothing else really to do that afternoon. I couldn't think of anything else I'd rather do than this because it was fascinating, so no regrets.
And yet, just another installment of me getting spooked and heading into the bathroom because I think I heard someone, and then checking and realising that it was just the postman. I'm now just using the New York Times archive to do some research into New York in the 1850s.
Actually, one of my favourite things about having the New York Times subscription is that you can access all of their archives going back to, I think it's 1852, which is actually amazing. I use it all the time for research, and I just sometimes browse them in my free time because I do find it cool. So then here I was editing a YouTube video, and I didn't get any footage of this, I'm sorry, that's why this video is so bad. But I posted that video and I responded to your comments. Then I got myself another hot water bottle, another mug of tea, and this time a rich tea biscuit.
I love this time of day. It's starting to get dark, like just a little bit. It's not twilight, but it's like pre-twilight, and it's my favourite time of day. I just spent about an hour writing some more responses for the asynchronous seminar, and now I am going to prepare for like this. I'm doing this talk tomorrow, and I need to do some preparation for it, so I'm gonna do that. I'll probably end up getting into bed in a few, like 10 minutes or something, because it's so cold and it's just getting colder. We haven't managed to figure out the heating system yet, that's why we're cold. And it's like 10 hot water bottles a day. I have this extra English folder at home, and I was going to bring it with me, and then last minute I was like, oh no, the car's too full, I won't bring it. So that really annoys me, because now there are loads of documents that I did loads of research on, and the only copy is in this folder. So my mum said she was going to send me some pictures of a few bits that would be useful for tomorrow's seminar, so I'm just going to quickly FaceTime my mum and get those sent over. But literally, I can't believe that I didn't bring it. I feel so stupid, and I can't get it posted because I'm so scared that it would get lost in the post. So this is going to have to work. And my lovely mum, thankfully she's nice.
So that's everything I filmed today. My mum did end up sending me over the photos, which was amazing and very helpful. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a productive week.